Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Kick back, light up, let the good vibes flow. It's Gorilla Cigar Lounge, the place to go. Politics, nerds, and the good old days. Grab your drink, join the talk, let's set it ablaze. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. So spark up that stove, let's start the show. At Gorilla Cigar Lounge, let the conversation flow.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another special live stream tonight, where us Trekkies and our the Star Wars fans can put their differences aside there and celebrate May the 4th be with you. And tomorrow it is Revenge of the 5th there, one of the 4 days in the calendar year where Trekkies and Star Wars fans can actually get along for once. With me, I got Sci-Fi Sith Dad, whose lightsaber looks like it's coming out of his fucking pants there. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm still not even kicking that dead yet. How about you, Gorilla?
Put it this way, I was on the road for fucking 6 hours today and 4 fucking detours. That's how my day was going.
So you must know how to take a detour just fine, huh?
So, I learned my lesson on Friday there. And here's a good lesson for everybody. But before we get going, we got a special acknowledgement to make here.
Eugene Bird, you're the king. Super Chat's making our cigars sing. Lighten the lounge, keep it free. You're the sugar daddy of Gorilla. Thank you, Eugene. You're the best, better than all the rest. With every puff, we raise a cheer. Eugene Bird, our hero here.
And thank you very much, Old Man Bird, there for that super sticker. Very much. That's very kind of you, sir. Very much. Thank you very much. There. And we do got a special someone on backstage, but she's having some trouble there. I hope that hopefully we could get her mic set up one of these days so she could join us. So hopefully you can join us one of these days, Kayla, darling. So, no, but I'll get to the chat here in a second, but here's a special tip for anybody. Don't try to outsmart the fucking detour. Friday, that costed me an extra 45 fucking minutes when I tried to outsmart the detour because I thought when they fixed on our bridge, they detoured us around 25 extra freaking miles instead of just sending us over the next bridge and bridge across the bridge. When they're fixing the bridge, they're sending everybody 10 miles that way, then like 5 miles up, and then 10 miles back there. Yeah. Instead of just sending us 1 mile over that way, across that bridge, then another mile back. This one here, I thought I was going down it, and I was going and going and going. I came across a tar road, and I was like, fuck it, I bet you this one will take me all the way across I need to do. Nope, that road actually took me to the road that was actually being worked on. I was like, oh, fuck, son of a bitch. Then I decided, okay, I'm just going to take this gravel road. I bet you it'll take me up to Lake Crystal. Then I can go around the lake, bypass it. And I ended up trying to maneuver around Lake Crystal. I ended up in some trailer park where I didn't belong, and all this other crap. Eventually, this whole fucking detour shit took me an extra 45 minutes. So don't try to outsmart the detour, because that extra 10 minutes on the detour there costed me 45.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
or if you do try to find another way, you may want to use your phone's GPS or use a road map if you're able to read one to see if there's any access roads that are open.
No, the detour was the fastest way. Alrighty. So we got Jim's Landscaping LLC, #1 Commodore Productions. And this day reminds me of the day of my mother passing on May the 4th. I'm very sorry to hear that, Jim. I'm sorry. Oh, hopefully over time the pain doesn't get the resides there. And we got Sit saying hello to everybody. Hey, Suzanne. Hello. Welcome. It's Suzanne. Hearts. Remember when Star Wars was a thing? Yeah, Disney's kind of ruined that. May the 4th be with you all. And with you, Darth Van. Hummingbird says Jim's Commodore Production. Luminous begins. Are we not this crude matter? We must feel her force around you. Yoda. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. And Old Man Bird says, good. Very good. Hint forth, you shall be known as Darth Imperial Man Falcon. And there's links. Good, Gorilla. Good. Deal with it. And I hope you all enjoyed the live stream with me, Gorilla, with some of the things. So everybody shows up. When last we met, Scurvy? I was but a chatter, but now I am a moderator. Oh yeah, you come here enough, you deserve to be a moderator there, Eugene. Only a moderator of Gorilla's Drunken Rants, Bird. When's the last time I've gone on a drunken rant? I think the last major rant I went on was when I was with the Star Trek there, when they were using Celsius when it should have been Fahrenheit, because us Americans will measure in everything but Celsius. I've seen them measure potholes by sinkholes by how many washing machines you can fit in it. Here's our super again. Do what must be done, Old Man Bird. Yes, master. Good evening, girl, and sit down. And welcome, FKHC 2005. And hey, Gap, how's it going? Hail, Tim. And may the Schwartz be with you. Oh, I suppose we could honor Schwartz there.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
Okay, it cut out on me. It cut out on me a little bit. And everybody's saying hi to everybody here. which is great. I love when people say hi, Taylor. Gorilla's hyperdrive is out of commission. Yeah. Let's see. Gorilla tried to make the Minnesota run in less than 12 parsecs. And welcome to the Drew 24. And LOL. Hail, Scurvy Suzanne Gap. Hello. And hi, Force Sensitive Fruitcakes. Yeah, hey, Scurvy. Now, what was the first Star Wars thing that you actually seen?
For me, I think it was Return of the Jedi when I was in the hospital bed back in 2004 when I was having a major surgery. And it was in the recovery room.
See, mine might have been A New Hope, but I'm also thinking it was The Phantom Menace. I can't quite remember. But Germ actually introduced me to Star Wars Rebels. That was always...
Yeah, and you may be in the middle ground, Gorilla, but I hate that show.
I haven't. I didn't get a chance to watch it all. I watched bits and pieces of it, but I kind of joined the Germs a little late there in the game. So, yeah. And everybody go. Well, let's see. And Gap's telling everybody, hi, I'm on Dance Channel. Yeah. Let's see. Old Man Bird says, I stuck in the driveway in a friend's truck in 1978 because I didn't have the $1 to get in. Well, we could do the, let's see, $1, 1978. Let's see what's the equivalence of that in now today's dollars.
Probably $25.
Oh, hell, tickets in 1978 are still cheaper than they are today. In 1978, that'd be $4.90. You get in the drive-in, I have to pay $10.
Yeah, the movie theater. Yeah, the movie theater. Yeah, the movie theater. When it comes to food, they're a huge ripoff.
Oh, depends on where you go. Like the food's actually halfway reasonable at our drive-in. Yeah, and we still got a drive-in around here, which I'll have to take Kayla to one of these nights when she gets up here. Let's see. Oh, I meant trunk, not truck. I was gonna say, how'd you get into the back of a pickup truck there? Let's see. I saw episode 4 in the theaters. Yeah, for some reason I don't know why, but they did episodes 4, 5, and 6 first, and then they did then they did
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, well, I think it's just the way Star Wars panned out. For George Lucas, he just wanted to make probably at least at the very beginning a one-off sci-fi adventure story, which that became Star Wars. But then it became so popular, he had to do more movies just to satisfy the fans. Then, I guess over the years, George Lucas decided, Star Wars 1977 is actually the middle chapter, not the beginning of the chapters. So he decided to go back and give the backstory on the rise of the Galactic Empire.
Yeah. For some reason, they wanted to do prequels, and I don't see why they don't try to go way out into the future there with these new shows, so that it doesn't affect the canon there.
The problem is that people want, or Disney thinks the fans want nostalgia, to which, oh boy, that died out a long time ago.
Yeah. And Suzanne says, I miss the old drive-in movies. Well, they're still here, but they're far and in between. There's still some around. And hey, Matt Arnold, how's it going? And meow meow Moira, meow meow. And Suzanne saying hi there. Everybody saying hi. I think it was just Star Wars that when I first saw it, not Episode 4 technically. Yeah, they changed it after the prequels came out, or they changed it after they started making sequels. And meow meow Moira, and hit the thumbs up for Sis Danny. Yes, do it. YouTuber leaves a thumbs up in the chat. Purr and hug scurry. Purr. Hey, I get a purr. And
Well, and if Moya to try to come up, why not show her your cat saying, "Hey, Moya, come on up. I have a nice kitty to share with you."
I don't know where the fuck he's at. Jethro, get your ass over here. Oh, he's not coming. He's laying on Owen's bed. No. But yeah, I still gotta go forward there and watch a bunch of more of the Star Wars there. I want to watch some of the newer shows, because I don't think they're probably as bad as people are saying. I could be totally wrong on that too, but like that one, what's that one? Not Ashoka. It's the other one that starts with an A, and not Andor, not Ashoka. The Acolyte there. I could tell you a lot of those guys didn't even watch the damn show because everybody was basically saying the same thing. PvP is at the top of the chat there, but every single one of them was showing the exact same clip, and that's all they would show on their reviews was that one clip that was circulating around the power one, the power two, the power of many. I was like, so you're saying every single one of them there had the exact same thought there, and didn't but and they all show the exact same clip, but nobody could add anything extra and all that. They're all just saying the exact same thing. So I'm pretty sure most of them didn't even watch. They're just going off of what they heard.
Well, either that or they're probably playing that clip because it's so memeable now. It's a meme at this point. And I will say this, APVP.
Hey guys.
And I will say this, PvP and Gorilla, my Star Wars enthusiasm died towards. It was the beginning of the end for me when The Force Awakens came out.
In my Star Wars, for me, it was the third movie with the Ewoks.
Oh, do you mean Return of the Jedi?
Oh, I hated those fucking Ewoks, man. Because it was like at that point, Lucas was getting like, oh, let's get some teddy bears out in the market for Christmas. Like, it's like, fuck you, dude. Like, the first part of the movie is great, but when the Ewoks come in, it's too cutesy, right? It's like, oh, little Ewok teddy bears.
Come on, those badass little teddy bears there that sat there and destroyed the fucking Empire's Imperial Walker with the fucking two logs smashed together. Come on, that's great.
Yeah, like that's going to actually work in real life, right, Gorilla?
No. If you think about it here, well, the Empire and the Rebels, they all use energy weapons, right? So the Imperial, all the Empire's vehicles are shielded for energy weapons, not kinetic weapons.
Oh, I get that the Ewoks could do a lot with just physical force. Yeah, I get that part totally. I just don't like the Ewoks. I think they're too cute and cuddly, and it's like I think it's market. I think when I saw the Ewoks, it's like this is marketing. This is total marketing to the kids. I'm sorry. But as an adult, I love the first two films, but halfway through the third one, I was like, man, I'm starting to lose it. I really am.
So tell me,
I don't know.
PvP.
I like the Ewoks.
So tell me, PvP, did you have a teddy bear growing up? Is that, or did you not like teddy bears growing up? Is that why you don't like the Ewoks?
I never had a teddy bear. What I had in the 60s was this really creepy fucking cat that had this rubber face that would totally, you would have nightmares if you saw this thing, and thank God that's long gone in a dumpster fire long ago. But oh my God. Yeah, I never had a teddy bear.
There's your problem. You didn't cuddle the teddy bear.
Yeah, I never had a teddy bear. I never had good parents. I was never loved by a good woman. Like, my life was a fucking disaster. Okay, I admit it. Okay, good enough. Sorry.
GPP and me and you, we both need a girlfriend or
Hey,
wife
meow.
desperately.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need a girlfriend desperately. Yeah. Hey, I was just on Moira's. That was a weird film that you showed them, Moira. I could not get into that. It's like, I love 50s blues, but mixing a 50s blues drama with vampires, that did not work for me at all. I gotta say.
And let's see, Old Man Bird said didn't see it. PvP, no greeting, just give me a link. Give me the link.
Hey, I'm
just
a demanding son of a bitch. Don't you guys know that about me by now? Like, fuck.
Yeah. Let's see. Just when I think Gorilla is down, he piece of shit up.
No.
He pulls me back in.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say piece of shit. I really wasn't. You know, I would never say that about you, Gorilla, because I'm fond of. You're a good friend. I would never say that.
Well, that's what we used to call our system out there.
Oh God!
It's called a POS system, but we just called it the piece of shit system.
That's kind of like with the government we have in Canada right now. Actually, they're all pieces of shit. So yeah.
Well, I could have told you that. Let's see. Life has become hellish over here. My kitty sat in the window for 2 days now and found 3 of his litter mates meowing everywhere. Hey, I'll give you my cat and heat there.
Hey there, Suzanne.
Yeah, Suzanne says hello to PvP. Your cat talk to each other, Suzanne. Yeah. Usually my cat will shut up when I yell at her to shut the fuck up.
I gotta say hi to Lemon. Hey, Lemon, I haven't forgot you. You know, I love you, but you know, I don't always. Yeah, I get. Well, I'm one of those people that goes squirrel, right? Because I have a scatterbrain, so if I don't automatically acknowledge you, please forgive me because I don't mean it.
So our next Tangent stream is gonna be called "Oh Look, a Squirrel."
I should actually start a squirrel channel. That might actually take off. Actually, come to think of it.
Well, I would say this, Lemon. Just be thankful PvP does not take a bite out of you, because if he did, then PvP would suddenly be a sour puss for sure.
Yeah. Well, PvP, we could if you start up streams there, you know how I got the cigar lounge and numbered it. You could just have your streams called "Oh Look, a Squirrel" number whatever.
I really do need to start something, but I'm just so backwards when it comes to technology. I'm still kind of afraid to even do it, but yeah.
You just gotta take the plunge.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Eugene Bird apparently LOL, and because he couldn't get enough tall people, short people ever he could.
Huh.
Yeah, that's because Peter Dinklage wasn't around there to tell him how offensive it is to have a bunch of short people. Bird, it was a sad scene. Oh wait, but I remember when one Ewok was trying to get the other up and discovered he was dead. Oh man, I don't remember that scene for some reason. I remember the Ewoks beat the Imperial Walker um with the two logs though. Yeah, Bird, that was a sad scene. They took the Yubnub, which was more emotional than I thought. Okay, getting too dark or dreary for me. I'm like, sorry, Suzanne. But have a good night. PvP was cynical and on LSD by the time ROTJ came out.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Well, not really, but okay.
Question for panel.
I got to step away for a minute though. I haven't eaten anything in today, so I got to step away for a minute to eat something.
Yeah, let's see. Question for panel: which Star Wars movie is best and why? We'll start with you, Dan.
Well, let me clarify on Lemon Pie's question or my definition. It depends on the generation and that grew up with it. For me, it was one of the prequel movies. The best one, Revenge of the Sith, is my favorite Star Wars movie. And then a runner-up will be The Empire Strikes Back after that one.
I don't know. And see, like, I like Return of the Empire a lot there, but each movie has its own moments there. There, like, I love the big old clone fight at the end of the Clone Wars, you know. And as much shit as Jar Jar Binks gets, you know, I do really enjoy Jar Jar Binks, and you know, I like the Ewoks there. Watching the Death Star blow up was pretty fun. You know, each of the 6 original movies there has some pretty decent stuff there. But then you got, but I can tell you which one's at the very bottom of the list. And that'd be The Last Jedi. That movie just fucking sucked there with that Mary Sue, whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah, I would say this. Probably Star Wars fans are mostly united saying, you know what, the sequels suck ass. They do. So either we don't want to acknowledge them, or we just don't. We'll just ignore them since they're that terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. APVP, you're nothing with skin and bone. Have some ziti with a nice sauce. Oh yeah, nobody. You can't forget Leah's bikini.
Yeah.
There, so.
And I bet PvP got off of that scene as a kid too.
Yeah, you know, the one thing though, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Is you can never understand art. Everybody in the movie seems to understand R2D2, but we can't understand R2D2. It's always that.
Yeah, that's always something that the main characters have, and there's some Star Wars fan authors that created that some bullshit reason. They developed something in the Star Wars Legends timeline. It's called the droid language, or I think it's called Droidica, but there is a model droid named after that. But it's a droid language that humans can pick up through beats and boops if they really try to speak droid to understand the droids.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like I don't know how I feel about it. On one hand, it's like pretty cool that they did that, but on the other hand, it's like, oh come on, I want to hear what R2D2's saying. But I suppose they needed to give C-3PO something to do.
Yeah, but then again. Yeah, but then I will ask you this: if you want to hear R2D2 speak, you probably would come to realize, you know, in droid language, R2D2 is actually cussing people out, saying, "What the hell are you doing? Do it right, shoot right. You know, he's right there. Just shoot the damn ship. Shoot.
Well, here's one for you. If a group of stormtroopers and a group of red shirts get into a firefight, do the stormtroopers actually hit something, or do the red shirts actually survive an away mission?
I'll give that one to the stormtroopers. They may hit something finally.
Yeah. So, let's see. Great effects in the sequels, but stories weren't as finely crafted. Yeah, but they're still enjoyable. That's the thing. Hollywood doesn't know the term of entertainment anymore, and that's why nobody talks about the newer stuff anymore, or very few. Like how much stuff from like the 80s, 70s, and 80s that we still talk about to this day versus the new stuff.
Constantly. And I've seen a lot of 80s and 70s movies and 90s movies. I may be young, but I have watched a lot of old movies from those decades.
Yeah, so have I. And let's see. I like to Attack the Clones with Dex in the diner with Obi-Wan. Scratch his butt with his third hand when nobody was looking. I'll have to go. I'll have to go back and look at that. Here goes the neighbor's dog. And Night Suzanne. And we got H1. You want to read this one?
Welcome to Gorilla Censored Thoughts podcast live stream. Our awesome gorilla with censored thoughts. Check him out to see what he's about to at this website on YouTube with his YouTube channel.
I think. And this one.
Thank you for being here with Gorilla Censored Thoughts, our awesome gorilla with censored thoughts. Please follow him and smash the like button if you enjoy his content. Enjoy your stay.
Yeah, thank you very much, H1, and welcome. I'll set next show for you and give you $2 for Monty Python the Holy Grail. Damn it! I knew I should grab some damn gummies from my mom there. Yeah, I'm gonna need some gummies for that movie.
Well, 2005. After the taxes and all the exchange, Gorilla may just get paid $1.25 or less for a movie. But then, question is, how cheap is Gorilla? Will he still do the movie for that much?
Python's gonna take a gummy. Because I think that's the only proper way you're supposed to watch those movies is being on the controlled substance of the herb variety. Hey, but it's legal in my state. I suppose I could ask my boss for some gummies.
Yeah, just hope your boss knows a guy.
He grows his own. He has a grower and everything. He has a special thing he spent thousands of dollars on. It keeps the moisture just right, the UV light just right. You know, he has the special soil and everything for it. So yeah, it's all. But I'm pretty sure there's a dispensary over there in Fairmont.
Yeah, and to everyone watching, Gorilla's not endorsing drugs.
No, never. I never endorse or condone drugs or nothing. I say each to their own. Let's see. Dan, Return of the Sith has some great scenes, but it sure had a few cringe ones too, yeah? Not as cringy as Last Jedi. Let's see. Raquel has shouted out the stream. Oh, thank you, Raquel. If you're still listening. And let's see. And the H1 saying hello to everyone. And
crap! I said that backwards. I was supposed to say the good ones outnumber the cringe ones. I said that backwards. Oh shit!
Shit! You know, in the Last Jedi, that's what all those rich people in the casino were saying when they stampeded through that, when they let all the where the hell those things were free. And Joe Man Bird is saying, "Hail Ancient One," and FKHC 2005. Oops, sorry, but so no, but yeah, you could. Yeah, but Salty is still pissed with fucking LDG. And we say LDG's name enough, LDG will pop up on the panel. You just gotta say LDG's name like 3 times or something. But I don't know where LDG is at the moment. No, but Salty was pissed with LDG there when the Last Jedi came back, and then LDG's stream was called Luke Who's Back. He was pissed at that spoiler. But really, that doesn't really affect the movie. Yeah, either. And FKC, I'm a Trekkie all the way. But I will celebrate May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, so Gorilla is a Trekkie at heart, and I'm a Star Wars fan at heart too. Since it's
Yeah,
my
you're
first
entitled to
love.
be wrong. You're
Say that
entitled to be
again?
wrong. You're entitled to be wrong. Let's see. Dan, if you feel Cruises outnumber the good ones in Revenge of the Sith, why is it your favorite one? You just said backwards. It's good we got it. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah. Hey, have you watched the new Andor season yet?
No. And since I lost my interest in Star Wars in 2015 when it started, I decided to stay from any new Star Wars. I mean, call me hypocrite saying, well, then how do you know if the new Star Wars movies or shows are bad? Look, I've seen most of the new Star Wars movies, and I don't want to watch any of the new Star Wars content because, how's the saying? If you give Disney your money still, you're endorsing their actions. So I'd rather not give Disney my money to endorse their actions, in other words, if you get my drift.
Yeah, it's the high seas, but no,
Yes, there's.
I don't bitch about the new stuff just for the plain and simple fact is I'm on the principle of you can't bitch about something if you haven't seen it. So I haven't seen them, so I'm not going to bitch about them because I don't know how bad they are, or how good they are, or how bad they are. I'm not going to judge them there because
So does my first 3 episodes watching Discovery count as I think that show's a piece of shit?
You watched 3 episodes and it wasn't your thing.
It was horrible.
Yeah, I know. You didn't like them there, so you didn't continue watching it. But you hardly ever talk about Discovery. You don't go out of your way.
There's
like
a reason. There's a reason. There's a
Yes.
reason.
What I'm talking about is
I don't talk about the stuff I flush down my toilet every morning either, Gorilla, because nobody wants to hear about it.
no. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about the people that purposely go out of the way and bitch about something there when they haven't even seen it.
Oh yeah, that is. Yeah, I try not to do that. Yeah, I get what you're.
You watched 3 episodes of Discovery. The most I've heard is you didn't like it, so you shut it off. You thought it was a piece of shit.
The thing was the lighting was horrible. It was very dark, very bad lighting.
Well, on the lighting part there, they can't help it. They forgot to pay the light bill.
And I will say this. You could say PvP discovered that he did not like to discover the new Star Trek.
Well, the thing is, I mean, when they made the Klingons look like orcs, it's like that's going too far, right? It's like this is stupid, you know. I mean, the Klingons, I always loved the Klingons, but when I watched the first couple episodes of Discovery, it's like, these aren't fucking Klingons. These are grotesque, weird shit, right? So, yeah, I was pretty much out. And then, of course, we had Mikey Spock. Like, wow, what a great central character to base the series around. Like, yeah, oh, yeah, I really love to watch her. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, and wow, they gave Spock an annoying human sister, even though he already has a half brother. If you count like the canon of Star Trek V.
Yeah, and they decided, didn't they make Spock autistic too at some point in the series?
No, not really.
Okay.
But the one thing I don't get is
Nah.
everybody's a bitch about. Oh, he's never mentioned that he had a half sister. They never mentioned it. Okay, are you bitching they never mentioned that he had a half brother named Cybok? Which apparently Serac got around quite a bit.
Well, I think for you Star Trek fans, if it's said on screen, you guys count it as somewhat canon-ish.
It depends. I think I think many of us don't really give a crap about Star Trek V. Most of us think it's the worst of the 6 Star Trek films. I don't totally write it off, but I remember I saw it in the theater when it came out with my friend Jim. His last name was not Kirk, though, but Jim and I walked out of the theater. You know, the first thing he said to me when we walked out after watching Star Trek V? He looked at me and he said, "It's dead, Jim." I thought, yeah, pretty much I have to agree with you there, buddy. It was pretty brutal to sit through in the theater, I gotta say. Especially after you pay all that money, right? For the popcorn and shit. It's like, oh fuck.
I
Yeah.
never had that privilege.
I saw the first. Well, I saw the first, second, and third Star Trek movies in the theater on a big screen, which was absolutely awesome. And of course, I did see the fifth. I can't remember if I saw Voyage Home on a big screen or not, because that's one I would have liked to have seen. And I like Star Trek 6 too. I think Star Trek 6 is really good too, actually.
Yeah,
Well,
and there's the same with these Star Trek fans. It seems like that the even numbered Star Trek films are the better ones, and that the odd ones are the lesser Star Trek movies. It seems. Unless I said even twice. If I did, I meant to say odd ones.
Sorry, I'm just eating, so I'm muted.
sorry,
I would say that's generally true, but I do think Star Trek 3, the Search for Spock, is actually pretty good too. I think the third film is actually pretty good.
See, I got bored with Star Trek: The Motionless Picture, or what I like to call it, Star Trek: The Ship Porn Picture.
I think you're absolutely accurate. I actually, my friends and I were actually those privileged teenagers back then that actually saw it the very first night in the theater when it came out. We couldn't get the first showing because the tickets were sold out, but we did manage to get into the second 9:00 showing. And yeah, it was great. I mean, don't get me wrong. We were probably in tears watching those first shots of Kirk heading up in the shuttle to the Enterprise. Like, you're right about fucking ship porn. God damn. High quality Enterprise porn. Like, that was like, It's like, if
What
you're
was it, like 10 minutes of just going around the damn
pretty
ship
much,
there?
pretty much. And, it's like, I don't know about the women in the audience, Gorilla, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the guys blew their load watching that.
Yeah,
I got
It was
bored.
good.
I got bored with it.
But it's yeah. But put yourself in 1980 or whatever, 79 or whatever, in a big theater with a ginormous screen with a packed audience. Like there was not one seat to be had. Like it was sold out that night, right? Because it was the premiere night. Like I'm still amazed I actually got to even get in the first night, even in the second showing. And I gotta say, like, after 10 years with no Star Trek, even though the film kind of sucked, us fans were so jacked up just to see Kirk and Spock and McCoy and all our beloved characters on screen again. You know, you forgive a lot of shit when you've been missing those guys for 10 years and they're finally back. It's like, yeah. The film is kind of second. I think it's a B film. I don't think it's a great film, but damn, it was so good to see all the actors back playing their characters. Gorilla, it really was.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh man, it was so good. Like I don't really like the film all that much. I do agree the motionless picture does kind of describe it because you know the problem was they got what was it, Robert Wise, the director, right? And he was one of those vintage old school directors. I remember him from doing Lawrence of Arabia back in the 1960s, which was a great film, by the way. But Robert Wise did have a tendency to make very long films. And yeah, I think they should have probably got a really tough editor in them talking to Robert and going, "Hey, look, dude, we gotta cut 20 minutes out of this. This is ridiculous." So yeah. I agree with everybody's ever said about the movie. It's too damn long. There's too many slow parts. There's a lot of good stuff in the movie. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I hate it, but yeah.
Well, with Star Trek: The Motionless Picture, that's what you call a classic couples movie. If you just get bored, you just start playing with each other.
Okay, so you're saying take your new girlfriend to the Emotionless Picture. And after you're finished getting get your fingers all buttery with the popcorn, you slide it on her pants and get even more buttery. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, PP, I was this PP. If Gorilla did that, and he gets another child out of him, he was saying, "Well, you were made in the theater, son," and it was all buttery.
There's comments I could make about that, but I'm gonna control myself because I don't want to be totally crude tonight. So yeah.
All right, and if Gorilla wants to go through a few more chats that popped up on this, he wants to discuss a few more things before he goes through comments again.
Wait a sec. All right. I do got a message for PvP from Kayla here.
Uh-oh.
Go fuck yourself.
That's wrong. It's
What
this
the
one.
fuck?
Kayla said, what the fuck? On your buttery fingers comment there.
I'm just eating some crackers.
Yeah, let's see. Star Trek is better. Yeah, I still enjoy Lower Decks and Prodigy. And I'm not gonna say a damn thing about. I'm not allowed to say anything about Strange New Worlds because I'm supposed to go fuck myself. Or that's him out. So let's see. Palpatine fighting Yoda has amazing evil yet good laughing. Yeah, everybody loves Yoda. Let's see the most exciting scene. What?
Yeah, I will say that duel between Yoda and the Emperor in Revenge of the Sith, that was an awesome fight, and there's a little subtext there in that scene too. You see, the Emperor is actually the Emperor of the Galactic Republic or the New Empire, and the Emperor's just loving every moment of like his he's telling you to, yeah, now I'm in power, bitch. I am a Sith Lord, and I am the all-powerful being in the galaxy, and you can't touch me. What are you gonna do now, bitch?
Yeah.
By the way, you never want to talk to your girlfriend like that, Dan. You never want to say, "What you gonna do now, bitch?" Because you'll be single real fast.
LDG.
Hey, it's Bird! Yay! Clap, clap, clap.
Yeah. Hey, LDG, how's it going?
What up, folks?
I can't hear you.
Oh, it's LDG. Oh shit! I thought it was Bird for a second.
I mean, you can't hear me.
We can't hear you.
You sound like a whisperer.
You sound like you're in a closet 10 miles away whispering to us.
1 second. Check.
Okay, no.
1, 2, 3. I don't sound like I'm behind a pillow on my end.
All right,
Getting a little better.
Check.
Well, LG, why do you come out of the closet?
Give me a second, guys. Let me.
Oh no, I don't know.
How about now? Is that better?
It's better. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can hear you now.
All right. Good evening, folks. How you doing? Welcome to the wonderful world of what the fuck is going on. I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, well, PvP is talking about getting your fingers all buttery with the popcorn and fingering the galleys with in the theater with the buttery fingers.
Hey,
Trust me, I got.
You don't want to waste that butter. You don't want to waste that butter, right?
You don't want to waste the butter, but I got. You got to be careful where you put your fingers in. I'm quite happy with what I have. My choices. Let's just put it that way. Okay. I got good choices right now.
I figure if she's a good girl and she's hot enough and you trust her to not be a slut, you can probably slip some butter up. You know.
Oh, totally.
What I'm talking about, right?
In order to be a good girl, you have to be a bad girl. So there's a what's the word I'm looking for? A duality to things, right? Like you have to be good and bad to be good.
You need a good bad girl is what I'm trying to say.
A good bad girl and a good bad guy. And when you find that, then you don't have to worry about like sticking your fingers in unknown areas or places.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want is some kind of truck stop sushi girl.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I just made that sound really bad, didn't I?
I gotta say, I would never personally eat truck stop sushi or truck stop sandwiches or any kind of food. It's gross.
Wait. Put the hold on this for a second before we catch up with chats here.
Oh.
LDG, don't you always get your sushi from a truck stop though?
No. That's usually the joke made, but no, I definitely stay away from anything in the truck stop or gas station area.
No. I distinctly remember you going to a gas station and getting sushi.
You're on some serious drugs that you need to share, because I've never done that. Nor have I advertised that I've done that. I would never.
My mom's gummies there, but I still distinctly remember you said your favorite place to get your sushi was from this one gas station that's down there in Orlando.
Okay, you're fucking crazy. I would never say that. I would never admit to that. I would never do that in public. I never would. No. Damn
it! Now I wish I would clip that.
I think you're thinking of a certain Futurama episode.
No. You said you were going out for sushi. You were stopping at the gas station to get it.
Oh no! Oh, so now you say jokes are actually that was a joke. You do know what jokes are, right? Like
no, you were 100% serious that time,
bro. No, okay. So for the record, since I'm being put on the spot like OJ, okay, the glove doesn't fit. I swear. I had gas station sushi once, just because I wanted to try it, And ever since then, never again. I did have it once, but I don't remember advertising it.
So I was right.
No, you said I said it. Like, I don't remember, like, actually.
Well, how else would I know? How else would I know that you had gas
Because-
station sushi at the joints?
Everybody gets something random right once. Like, you just stumbled upon you're psychic. I don't know. Like, I don't remember talking about it. I wouldn't talk. The experience I had was so bad, I vowed never to talk about it except for today.
I did eat sushi once at a convenience store, and I agree with LDG. Never fucking again will I eat that shit.
Now, I will say I've never, and I mean never, ever, I've never had ever had truck stop sushi. Fuck that.
Oh, God.
I've had gas station sushi. Okay, once. Yes, okay. I'm guilty as charged, okay? Put me on the tribunal. I've had gas station sushi once. But I've never had fucking truck stop sushi. Fuck
so
that.
we're gonna put you before Q, and he's gonna judge you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole of humanity will pay on my behalf.
We'll all be
totally.
fucked. Yeah,
yeah. Well, if LDG gets put in front of Q, the judge humanity, we're all fucked.
We are fucked. Well, hey, we had the election last
Well,
Monday.
I could see.
We're all fucked in Canada anyway, so it doesn't matter anymore. Guys.
I could totally see how like if Q ever actually did put me up, I could see how it would go right now. Well, LDG, how does it feel to be absolutely right about everything, but everybody make you feel like you're dumb shit?
And
do you realize that of all the people on that planet, you got so close to actually how things are? It's fucking uncanny. Like, even us in the Q Continuum never thought somebody would actually like be that correct, but yet you are shat on day and night about it.
Oh, it doesn't. Well, look what they did to Jesus. They nailed him to a fucking cross, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh, I totally. That's why.
How fucking good you have to be to avoid that fate, right?
You hit a point. PvP, because like with this whole free speech and me coming out with the platform that's gonna like bypass government and everything and give people free speech. I more than no, and this is critical. Like I more than accept. I'm going to die for your free speech. I get that. I'm gonna get crucified. Literally,
You'll be JFK.
Literally the Jesus of the internet.
Shit.
Well, because that's because all the companies right now are lying to you. Like all these platforms you're on.
Oh,
every single one of them. They're all lying to you. YouTube, all of them.
If you had seen the mainstream media over the last couple of months in Canada during the election, CBC and CTV, they are paid shills by the Liberal government that is still in power, and they are goddamn awful. They lie and lie and lie and lie.
People are starting to see it.
So
people are starting to see it.
Not enough though, because the fucking Liberals still won the fucking election last Monday.
Well, no. That's only because we don't have a Spartacus. That enough people have seen it. Just nobody has gathered those people in a raging. In a raging, conglomerates. Nobody wants to be Martin Luther King. Nobody wants to be a Spartacus because you know what happens? They end up dying. So nobody wants to be the person who gathers everybody together because they know they're going to die.
I love that film, by the way. That's a great film of Kirk Douglas.
Fuck yeah.
But I just want to say the Conservative Party did get like 42% of the popular vote in Canada. Like the biggest vote percentage for a political party since like 1983. Oh. So they fucking did something right.
Everybody still there?
There were
we're here.
So many left parties against them. That's why they couldn't form government, right? So our system is really fucked up here.
Well, the whole system's fucked
up.
Yeah,
is everybody still there?
We're here talking.
Girl, are you in another universe or something?
We're crossing a dimension. I heard they.
So
we're still talking.
We're here, girl.
Put something in chat, guys. Let them know that you can hear us.
Exciting! I've seen people in theaters for Star Wars. The first appearance of the AT-ATs when Yoda whipped out his lightsaber the first time.
I'd get on
Yeah.
camera, but I'm shirtless right now. PvP.
And of course, the tragedy of Plagueis scene is great. Which one was Plagueis? Sit there.
Gorilla, can you hear us?
Well, Gorilla, if you can hear me, the Darth
Sith,
Plagueis.
can you hear us?
Sit there. Who was Plagueis?
Hello.
Hold on, everyone. The Darth Plagueis.
Wait. If he can hear us, if you can hear us, he can't hear
Can everybody
you,
hear
Sith.
me?
Yes,
Oh
you
my
See what I'm
God.
talking about? No, he can't hear us. Guys, Gorilla has lost control of the stream.
We can
Wait,
hear
someone
you.
has to get on camera, but like I said, I'm shirtless. Hold up. 1 second. Dude.
I'm not hearing myself here.
1 second.
In comments. All right, private chat.
We hear you,
We
but I guess
can
you don't hear us.
you. We are talking. Let's see what the chat says. Can
Okay,
they
I'm
hear
gonna
us?
say,
Can they hear him?
Everyone
Everyone hears you, Gorilla.
Girl is a
chat can
furry.
hear.
Girl is a furry bastard that wants to play with his banana too much.
Well, Gorilla is now.
Now, if he hears that, he's really gonna pay attention.
He might be, yeah. So everybody can hear all of us, but Gorilla effed up his new computer that I told him to buy, which he actually did buy, and Gorilla can't hear us. Unless he can now. Gorilla.
Yeah, I'm not playing with banana yet. There, PvP. I heard that part.
Can you hear us?
All right. Yes,
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
We've been talking the whole time.
All right.
You just couldn't hear us.
All right. Well, to answer your question, Gorilla, Darth Plagueis was a scene in Revenge of the Sith where Darth Sidious, aka the Emperor, talks about his master, and Darth Plagueis is actually a book talk about Darth Sidious' master called Darth Plagueis. It's a good book. It talks about Darth Sidious talks about his own master in that scene in Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, gotcha. And Scurvy goes, yes, it was. And let's see, it's difficult to doubt the impressions of that part it makes when Scurvy Pie and others love quoting him. Yeah, where's Thomas Potts when you need him? He loves cool. He thinks that part did nothing wrong. Now, let's see, Sarah Conrad Gorilla. Well, he did. He has 3 different kids with 3 different damn women. In Vulcan terms, he's a man whore. He's worse than I am.
Okay,
that's a
new thought. I never thought of Sarah as a man whore, but thank you for that, Gorilla.
Okay. He has 3 kids with 3 different women.
Holy shit.
No, actually, wait. Mikey Spike was adopted, wasn't she?
Yes.
Oh, she don't count. She don't count.
Okay, so what? Okay, so he had 2 kids with 2 different women. Okay, so he's just as bad. So,
She don't count because she's not canon. I only respect canon, so fuck her.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
No,
just because he doesn't like it, just because you don't like them, doesn't mean it's not canon.
No, I watched a couple episodes and I was like, this is shit. Yeah. It's like after 2005, when Enterprise ended, I think that's when Star Trek ended. Personally, that's just I'm an old school fan, and I make no apologies for being one.
Yeah,
that's just what I stand by.
So yeah. Well, it was only a matter of time in this community that this turned into a discussion of Trek. Yeah.
Well, doesn't it often, Lemon? Like, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's okay. We only have one actual Star Wars fan on panel. Like, I like Star Trek, or Star Wars, but it's not like, it wouldn't be like my go-to. Like, I'll watch it, I still got to watch more of it.
The thing is, I watched the first 3 Star Wars films. I saw them on a big screen in a theater, and it was great, and I love them. But as good as those 3 films are, the stuff that Lucas cranked out later on, the prequels, the sequels, whatever you want to call them. I mean, there were some moments when they weren't bad, but compared to the first original films, I was just not overly impressed. I gotta be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And Scurvy says, just give me shit, girl. I do appreciate you made a force stream at all. No, I know you're giving me shit, Scurvy. Aaron says, what you gonna do now, bitch? Dan's catchphrase.
Oh God.
And we're making Old Man Bird laugh. Gorilla saying that repeating your name, LDG, or repeating your name would summon you, LDG.
What?
Oh, I said I went through a thing. I said your name like 8 times in like a minute. They're saying that LDG said that if you say LDG 3 times, then LDG would pop up. So let's see if we can get LDG to pop up on the panel. So let's just keep saying LDG until LDG shows up on the panel. You know,
was that before I came up?
Yes. Like 5 minutes. Like 3 minutes.
You guys had that conversation before I came up? Shit. Damn it. I have no free will.
Gorilla did the joke.
I actually thought I chose to came up here.
No, but Gorilla did the joke. If he looked in the mirror and said your name 3 times, you'd appear, right? And you know the reference to that, right?
Yeah, it's like literally like 3 minutes before you popped up too.
It was good. It was really good.
Oh my God. That makes this like really freaky because I thought I literally had free will and I thought I was choosing to come up here, but I guess I was being summoned by some kind of extra dimensional fucking force.
You were summoned by the dark forces of Gorilla.
Yeah, or how should I put this? We used the Jedi mind trick on you, LDG, and it worked. We got you up here.
Yeah. And let's see. Old Man Bird says Butterfinger. The check can hear all 4. Everyone hears you, Gorilla, but you cannot hear them. Yeah, for some reason, StreamYard's tweaked out on me for a second.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it seems like StreamYard is its track record now is pretty good most of the time, but then it can be spotty at times. The record is for StreamYards.
Yeah. So, let's see. Any more chat? Gorilla summoned you. Just fire you just to fire blue lightning up your ass.
Well, I'm probably, hey, is that my thing? Since I'm a Sith Lord, I use Force Lightning all the time.
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Well, I do assume LDG still has his foot firmly planted up Gorilla's ass, right?
Yeah, and now it's platinum, not gold.
Oh yeah, it went ahead and got a lifetime pass.
Oh God.
Hey, well, you never know. Sometimes you find out stuff about yourself.
Or your ass, but yeah.
Well, you find out more about yourself when somebody has their foot up your ass, right? So yeah, I get it. That's got to be a life-changing experience after all, Gorilla, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I did find out something there. This morning though, I got in touch with my inner self. There, I did get in touch with my inner self. That's the last time I buy fucking one ply from the dollar store.
Oh man.
Nothing on that. Oh, all right, I see it. See, we got a tough crowd.
Oh, we thought. Well, you just turned Dan off. He's left us. So.
Oh, Cynthia left.
He left.
Yeah. Well, you know how.
I guess he didn't. I guess he didn't get into your dollar store reference there, Gorilla.
Maybe not. Let's do Sith Lightning 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh yeah, Electric Boogaloo. That's good.
Yeah. So next week I still gotta find out a thing after what we're gonna watch after Terminator movies. We got 3 left.
Well, there's no Terminators today, I'm guessing, because you never said nothing. So
well, it's May the 4th, and I'm really tired and I can't sit through a movie without falling asleep, right? Because you weren't here at the beginning when I was complaining about going through being on the road for 6 hours today.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that too. Like, don't the last 3 films kind of basically suck? Like, they're pretty bad, right?
All right,
I don't know how they're. I've never seen them, so I'm not gonna judge them.
I've never seen them, but I hear they're They're pretty awful.
All right, can everyone hear me?
Yes,
I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, because StreamYards was acting up on my end this time around on Gorilla's live stream. So if you guys were answering the Star Wars thing, could you give a refresher on which one of the original 6 Star Wars movies was your least favorite? If you guys are able to run through that again, because I was not here to get your answer. Please.
I only like the first 3 Star Wars films. After that, Star Wars is pretty much dead to me, to be honest.
Because for me, I would say Attack of the Clones, for me, out of the original saga, is the worst Star Wars movie out of those movies. Because I found that movie so damn boring due to the basically grinding halt scenes between Padme and Anakin with those love scenes. Those grinding the movies to a halt.
The one I
oops, PP cut out.
Yeah. Hey, Germ, how's it going?
Hey, Germ.
Pretty damn good. I've been working it for the last 9 hours.
Hey, Germ.
And PvP, if you're still around, try to get in the StreamYards again. You probably lost your connection.
There he is.
I don't know why this happens, but I just moved my browser. I didn't even click on a button, and it disconnected me from StreamYard. That is so fucked up. But anyway, I'm back.
Oh no, StreamYard's been acting up today.
Oh my god! I didn't even click on nothing. I clicked on nothing. I just moved my browser like from right to left, and it disconnected me. But I was going to answer Dan's question. You know, the one I really hate, Dan, is the first. What was the first prequel one? What was that called?
Phantom
Menace.
I hate that
Phantom
fucking
Menace.
movie. I actually paid money to watch that in the theater. Oh fuck! You know, I was so pissed off watching that when I walked out. I almost wanted to ask for my money back. That's how pissed off I was. I should have. I really. Well, now I would. Now I'm a different guy. Back then, I was too mild mannered. You know, I was like Clark Kent back then. Now I'm more like Superman. Like, you fuck me over, you're gonna get fucked over. But god damn, that movie was horrible. I hated that movie. Like, you know what really pissed me off was the whole sequence where they did the what was it, like a chariot race? They lifted all of that like right out of like Ben-Hur or something, right?
Ben-Hur.
And Ben-Hur was like 100 times better. 100
Someone
times
died.
That movie really sucked. I thought, George Lucas, I hate you. And that was when I started to turn against Lucas and Star Wars, was with that movie.
All right. And
Was it sold out by then?
Oh, it had a lot of people, but I can't remember
did
how
Disney
many people.
own it by then?
Probably.
That 13 years beforehand.
It was
All right.
horrible. It was a horrible piece of crap, though. It really was.
All right, and LEG, if you're willing to, out of the original saga, which is your worst Star Wars movie from 1 through 6? Which is your worst one?
That's an interesting question. Seeing I'm not a Star Wars fan, I like the first one. And by the first one, I meant the fourth one, A New Hope. The original, first Star Wars. I did like that one. I would say
it was just called.
I would
Star
say
Wars
that
in the theater too.
it was just called Star Wars at first, but then it was called A New Hope after the
I
whole
know.
prequel,
Yeah.
post-quill.
But I actually saw it in the theater.
It was called New Hope about 6 months after it came out, because that's when he realized he's making the second one.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
it. I saw it like a month in, and it was just Star Wars when I saw it in the theater. So
Yeah. I mean, I like the first 3 Star Wars that came out. The rest, I didn't like any of them. I didn't
Really?
like any of the prequel or the postquill. I didn't like any of them. I like the first 3. I thought they complemented each other. They kind of like, attacked you at different angles. First, the good guys are winning, the bad guys are winning, and then the good guys are winning, kind of thing. So I was cool with that. I liked it. It's just, but after that, when they went with the prequel and the postquel, that's when shit got like, I didn't like the Phantom Menace. I didn't like Attack of the Clones. I didn't like, any of them after that. Last Jedi, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I thought it got like, I think it got woke.
All right, and then
Too woke.
Gorilla,
Just
right.
I want to say welcome to the Phantom Boomer Explorers. Welcome.
I just want to add a bit.
Boomer.
Like, I agree with LDG completely. Like, I really liked the first three films. I thought they were pretty solid overall, right? And then I found all the stuff after that. It was like if you have a cocktail, right? And it's really strong and it's really tasty, early on, and then you put more and more ice cubes or more water, and you dilute it and you dilute it and you dilute it.
You try to make it tasteful for everybody, and
yeah,
that taste that's a distinguishable taste. It's like I can tell when you're trying to make a generic taste. It's
and
like,
then you try to appeal to the masses, and then it sucks, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would say
the first.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just trying to agree that the first three Star Wars catered to different demographics, but at the same time not pissing off the others, in a way that worked. And I don't think the others did that. Like the first three, you had that kind of like division, the people who like the dark side, people who like the light side, and the back and forth and everything. And everybody liked it, and nobody really bitched about it, I guess. And then you came out with this prequel and postquel, and it was just fucking spaghetti. It just felt like everything was trying to mush together as one. It's like, fuck.
The thing is, too, don't forget the original three films were like late 70s, early 80s, right? When they came out. That's when I saw them in the theater, right? Late 70s, early 80s. When the hell did they start the prequels and all the sequels? That was like, what, 20 years later or something? Like
1999.
Yeah, 99.
Okay, so we're
99?
talking like almost a 20-year gap there. And the audience by then, like, I'd gotten older, a lot of the fans had gotten older, a lot of the fans had moved on to something else, right? By the time 1999 rolled around. So
that's okay. You aged out of it. There's no harm.
Yeah, and that was the problem. A lot of us aged out of it, and that's why I don't think Star Wars was this big.
Okay, no. So PvP, Rezo, I love you, but you said the very first thing I disagree with. We did not age out of shit. They aged out of his shit. Okay? We didn't age out of nothing. This is like me when everybody thinks I'm Spanish and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." You think, they say "Tu hablas español." I'm like, "No, sorry, I'm not Spanish." And then, no, this is it's a private story where when I was younger, I got a complexion that looked Spanish, and I was in like fast food industry. A lot of people came to me and said, "Tu hablas español?" El pollo, but like, sorry, I'm not Spanish. And then they would say, "I'm sorry, you look Spanish." And I got so fucking fed up one day. Somebody said that to me. I was like, "No, sir, Spanish people look like me." You know what I mean? And this is what I'm talking about. I was like, we're the fucking viewers. We are not the ones who age out. You're the ones who aged out. We're the original fans, right? Like we're looking for the original shit you originally gave us. And then you come with this bullshit woke garbage and you blame us for not liking it? No, motherfucker.
I do actually get exactly what you're saying, come to think of it.
I mean, we liked all three of your movies. You gave us three movies, and you gave us three movies that went in different directions, and we still loved it. And then you came out with this prequel bullshit, and then sold out to Disney, and you wonder why we hate it. We hate it because you fucking strayed. You sold out. You went in different directions. You tried to freaking accommodate too much. I don't listen.
Now, hey, hold on. Let's get this straight. The sequels are not the sequels are Disney. The prequels are not Disney.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like that's what I'm saying. Even the sequels, the prequels were not Disney, but the sequels were. but even the prequels were contaminated with the same shit Disney was trying to do. I think George Lucas, when he made the prequels, he was like feeling the pressure that he had to make a movie a certain way. And I'm like, dude, you didn't have to make a movie a certain way. Last time I remember, even Star Wars, the original Star Wars, had a conflict in its plot brought upon the wife, I believe. And that there was conflict on the plot in the first 3 movies. And you guys sorted it out. You guys kept to the fucking script, and you made some really good 3 movies. I don't want a movie where it's like a tug of war. Like, if it's a good guy movie, make it a good guy movie. Don't make it fucking don't try to make it like everybody's on equal footing bullshit. Like, who wants to see that?
Well, it couldn't be a good guy movie because those 3 movies have to be the fall of Anakin, so he can redeem himself by the time Jedi comes around.
But we didn't know that.
Everyone knew that.
I'm wrong, but nobody knew that Anakin was Darth Vader.
Literally everyone knew by 1999. Everyone and
by 99
dog knew.
I'm talking about
Anakin was Darth Vader.
about the first 3 movies. Within the first 3 movies, nobody had that whole Anakin dark side bullshit. It was Yoda. It was Skywalker, and then you had the Emperor and Darth Vader. There was no Anakin was a good guy, burnt, had his body limbs cut off. None of that was part of it, right? Like, that was only introduced later.
LDG, I would have to give you a little pushback there. They did say that in A New Hope that, before the prequels, they said that Darth Vader was Anakin Skywalker in Return of the Jedi. Like, Obi-Wan said,
the "I am your father" line.
No. Obi-Wan said Anakin was a good friend before he became Darth Vader, before he fell towards the dark side.
They passively said it.
On those lines.
It sounds like they passively said it.
But going into Jedi, we knew Anakin was a great warrior and a Jedi. We knew he was Luke's father in Empire, and he redeems himself in Jedi. So
but
everything
as far as the first
in.
movie, there was no definition of that in the first movie. It kind of like grew over time. But even
in the
when
first
they did that,
movie, we didn't know he was Vader. We knew that he was screwed up to the point of being basically half a machine.
Yeah, but we didn't know the whole story. It's not even that. That's not even the point. Like, I don't mind the fact that we find out that Vader was Anakin and Anakin had his own life and everything. It's when they defined it. I think this is the main point that I'm trying to make. It's like the movies that you compare today to yesterday. Like, for instance, Psycho, right? Like, they didn't have to show the girl getting killed. They left it to the imagination. And Star Wars did the same thing. They left it to the imagination. And the second they try to define it is where they fucked up. Right? We don't need to see the gore. We don't need to know all this shit. Like, the whole point of these stories is to leave it to our imagination. And when they try to define it, they end up screwing it up.
I have to totally agree with a film like Psycho. It's much better because we don't see the gore.
Yeah.
Because what's going on in our minds when she's getting stabbed is much more frightening, right?
Yeah. I mean, like the movie, like the movie, what's that movie called? Human Centipede. That's one example.
I've heard about that, but I don't know if I ever want to see it.
They show us the gore. They don't leave room for the imagination. They show us.
I've heard that film was god awful though.
Yeah, and everybody hated it because they showed us the gore.
All right. Well,
they made 3 of them.
I want to say welcome to the lovely Sherry.
Hello, Sherry.
Can we catch up on chat real quick?
Sure. Because I want to discuss a few things when you're done. We'll catch up on chats, Gorilla.
Okay. Old Man Bird says Emilia Clarke is pretty good in Terminator Genesis. And Boomer goes, hello. And hello, welcome to the Wrestling German, the Phantom Boomer. I went to the theater for the first time since for the lockdowns yesterday, including popcorn. It cost me $30. Wait for DVDs from now on. That's ridiculous. Oh, Boomer,
Yeah.
we can always give you a site.
Good luck.
They'll have the stuff up the next day. Everybody say
You know,
hi.
I think
the crazy
the
thing
only-
the crazy thing about theater is this. Last time I went to one like a year ago, the ticket was $15. The popcorn and a drink was like 25. Like, is that
Now
fucked
it's like
up or
30.
what?
Well, no, I mean it's pretty expensive. Like popcorn shouldn't cost more than $5.
Popcorn
You go
is
today,
like,
it's like $20.
like how much?
25 bucks.
How seriously? How much does a popcorn kernel cost to pop? Like
99 cents.
like 99 cents, and they charge you $15, right? It's like
Yeah, no different than a drink. You go to get a drink, it's like $7-8. Yet
that's
you know,
why
the
I never
drink
go. That's why I never
only
go to
cost
bars.
them. Well, no, I know this for a fact. Like I literally know this for a fact. The cost of the liquid is like 20 cents.
Right.
The
right.
cost of the cup is like $5.50. Like the fucking cup costs more than what you're filling up with the cup.
I'm guessing most of the fee goes to the bartender that they got to pay a wage to, right?
No,
They pay minimum
no, they
wage.
got to
It's-
pay all the employees.
It's not a bartender though. It's just
They don't make money on tickets.
Well,
Yeah,
they
I mean, it's
got to
no
pay.
different
They
than the
got.
guys who
I
buy
get
at Best
they got
Buy,
to
like-
play. They got to play the staff something. I get that, right?
But that's
Yeah,
not
and
what
the-
they make.
the
Like I used to
staff
go.
Pay comes totally from concessions.
Oh, I think
Well-
it's ridiculous what they charge on the concessions. I really do, but
Yeah, no, it's totally ridiculous.
All right. So yeah, Boomer says ridiculous. Let's see, Natalie Portman's
answer-
tight white jumpsuit. Swing!
swing.
To answer what
That's-
Rezzo said, that you're not correct about that. Okay, so it's not just the concessions that they pay their employees off of. Companies, movie theaters make money in so many different ways that are invisible that you don't know about. One of them is advertising, right? Like all the advertisements that they have in movie theaters that you don't even realize. Like this is what I'm saying. Like we're brainwashed. Like you don't even know. Like half the shit you're looking at in a movie theater is paid advertisement. If you see a big ass poster saying "Enjoy your Pepsi Cola," Pepsi is paying them thousands and thousands of dollars to have that poster there.
It's pretty hard to ignore it though, because the last time I went to a movie, I had to sit through 30 minutes of painfully
Yeah, 30
bad
minutes. Yeah, no,
commercials.
totally. Yeah, and half of them were not even movies. They were movie theater commercials.
Oh, they were
enjoy
advertising-
your freaking Butterfingers and Pepsi Cola.
they were
Make
like
sure you
ads-
go purchase our shit. Like that's all paid for by those
They were
advertisers.
like ads for cars.
Well, that too. Yeah,
Like,
they
this
have
is
third.
the-
well, no,
this
no,
is the
no. So
newest
real quick,
Toyota,
PvP.
Corolla, or
I
whatever
have
the fuck,
clients. Okay, no. So to clarify what PvP is talking about, you can be a third party company and you can advertise your business. Like you can pay for advertising, no different than like a billboard. And I can sit here and say, okay, I'm gonna pay $1,200, and you're gonna play a 30-second freaking thing during the previews about my business. And this is what I'm talking. Like, you don't even realize that the money coming in is coming from so many different sources that you don't even realize. Like,
Yeah, but they're in compared to the concession sales. Most of that other stuff, like 95% of that other stuff, goes to just the cost of running the business outside of labor.
I literally
ads-
worked.
Those ads
I
don't go
literally
to the,
worked.
Those ads
Listen.
don't go to the theater itself. It goes to AMC.
They go for the company itself. It gets distributed to the theaters, individual theaters, because people
No, 'cause
who advertise
they run their
advertise
shit.
for-
They run their
Let
shit
me
just
just-
like McDonald's. Let
me just finish.
Charge rent for the name.
I get what you're saying, but let me finish because I'm only speaking out of experience. When I advertise with a theater company, I choose the theaters I want to advertise with. Those theaters get that money specifically. If I say I want to be like AMC Orlando, then AMC Orlando is the reason why I'm advertising. I only get seen in AMC Orlando, and AMC Orlando gets that money. So yeah, the company gets it, but it's also distributed based on the advertising I'm getting access to, because I'm not getting access to advertising AMC in California or any other state. I pay for Orlando AMC. So Orlando AMC movie theaters are going to get some of that money. and they do get some of that money. They get that income. And as far as I've literally worked for movie theaters, and I've seen behind the scenes. I've seen how they make their money and how they choose to charge. Like, they actually rent out their movie theaters. I don't know if you knew this, but movie theaters actually rent out their theaters for day events for companies you don't even know that are even holding that event, because normally the movie theater is closed during that time. They do have their own budget. They have their own advertising. They make their own money based on advertising of that particular type. But neither here or there. Like I'm saying, when it comes to movie theaters, right? Like, that's why when PvP was like, oh, I almost wanted to get my refund. Well, guess what? Movie theaters make most of their money, and this is to bounce off what you said, Rizzo. They do make most of their money off of, food, the concessions. Even though they do make money off their advertisements. If you ask for a refund for a movie that's absolutely fucking garbage, but you don't ask for a refund for the $30 popcorn and the $10 worth of drinks and the $15 worth of fucking candy that you bought and the shit and whatever. In some places, you don't ask for a refund for the $5 parking. They still make their money. You should ask for a refund if a movie comes out, especially the way movies come out today, where they don't give you a full theatrical teaser or preview, right? We just get like these teaser bullshit that really doesn't let us know what the movie's about, and we go see the movie and we're fucking disappointed. You definitely should ask for a refund, but only ask for a refund for the emission of the ticket. That's how you're going to hurt the companies 10 times more. And I did that with Matrix. When Matrix 4 came out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I asked for a refund, and the manager said, hey, you want your money? I'm like, no, I enjoyed the food. I don't want a refund on the food. Just refund my ticket. That movie was absolute fucking garbage. And anybody who watched, Matrix 4 was absolute garbage. I wish a lot more people actually asked for a refund, because these companies are forcing us to watch these movies. And like God forbid, how many people watched, how many people actually paid for Snow White and came out completely disappointed? Because I guarantee you the number's high.
Well, I'm not retarded enough to ever pay $1 to watch Snow White, so I could say no.
You are, but I'm talking about those masses that didn't know, because most families don't listen to Nerdrotic.
So you're saying
most families don't.
The masses.
Well, I'm just saying the families. I'm just saying most mothers, they don't. Mothers today, they're not listening to YouTube channels. Like, we gotta understand. We gotta respect the actual demographic of people who watch YouTube. Okay, regular people don't watch YouTube. We're the weird ones who actually do. Okay, regular mothers who are like taking care of their family, taking care of their husband, they don't fucking watch Nerdrotic. They don't watch freaking YouTube. They don't listen to the latest. They don't have any clue about what Rachel Ziegler is talking about. And they don't have a fucking clue. They don't have any clue. We do, but they don't. But they're the ones paying the, $7 million it made on the first weekend. They're the ones paying that money. And they're not asking for a refund because they're like, oh, yeah, whoa, yeah, Snow White, it was okay, whatever, yada, yada. But we're the ones like riching at the freaking grind saying Rachel Ziegler is a bitch, and she's got these weird thoughts and, save Alcatraz and all this bullshit. We're the ones saying all the stuff, but, those mothers, they don't care. They don't know. They just watch the movie and shut up, take my money, and have a nice day.
All right. So with that, let's catch up on chats here real quick, because we're getting close to the time we gotta start wrapping it up, because I want to go to bed.
Is it Christmas? What are you wrapping up? Are you having sex?
No, he doesn't do that. That's why he pays child support.
He doesn't do that. Girl, learn this lesson.
Yeah, let's see. Old Man Bird, it's a favorite red-blooded males indeed. Yeah. And let's see, yes, Natalie Portman looked good in those skin-tight outfits. Was a pity her outfit was torn. Let's see, monsters need to look at their belly button. I like the first movie also. The rest were eh. the sequels were week lost. And Sherry said, "Hey."
Hey there.
And everybody say hi.
Yeah.
$11 for a
Sure.
small
Yep.
popcorn. They were not even selling Raisinets. The commies.
First movie
Where do
was
you
the best, though.
$11 for popcorn? Our theater sells it for. We could get a large popcorn for $10. And we
Holy
get to
shit.
keep
What?
the cup.
Where?
Yeah, the large combo
What's
here
school are
is
you
about
at?
$27.
Large combo here
get
is
the
like
fuck off the
$35,
West
$40.
Coast. Get the fuck off the West and East Coast. You gotta come to the Midwest.
Damn, girl, you must live in like hillbilly country or something, because that's a lot more here. I gotta say, buddy.
Well, we've already established a town smaller than a Germ's apartment complex.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
boy.
not gonna
Well,
touch
let's
that
see.
one.
She's just sharing to me. The lovely is a given. Let's
She
see.
is lovely.
Only two previews I saw that made me think I was going back were for F1 and Mission Impossible, and maybe of all things, How to Train Your Dragon. That was pretty impressive. Oh, cool.
Huh.
Large popcorn, drink, and candy as 27 AMC's theaters. Yeah, you guys gotta get out of these cities.
Where the fuck do you live? Guys, I'm
Me?
telling you, like a large popcorn, a drink, and a candy is like $45, $50.
It's not that high here. It's like maybe 25 or 30, but not 45.
Let me get in Florida, but I'm telling you, like you expect to pay $30
Dude,
hands down
You're
for
you're
anything.
You're really getting screwed, I gotta say, bud.
Oh, we totally getting
Well,
screwed.
He lives right next to the amusement park, so that's his problem.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
hey,
alright.
I go to like maybe one movie a year anyway, because most of the shit they're cranking out is garbage. So I'm not even going to pay to watch it. So yeah.
All right, and Gorilla, please continue, because I do have a few things to say
Yeah.
after this.
I gotta go cook some suppers myself soon. So
Okay, so remember when LDG fired soy sauce at his keyboard like Palpatine let loose with lightning on Team Jedi?
oh god,
Yeah, we remember that. We all thought he was stroking out. We had to quickly go to the underground to see see if he was stroking out there.
That wasn't soy sauce. That was eel sauce, 10 times more thicker and stickier.
Yeah.
that's extremely disturbing. They just said LGG was stroking off on his keyboard. I'm very disturbed at that.
Dude, I stroke at my keyboard every day.
Oh, but
You don't
get
wanna
on the
know
ground,
that.
you find me
My-
stroking it.
You know, my dirty mind goes right to the gutter.
Okay.
yeah.
We're gonna continue on with chats with that. I'm not touching that one.
I've been stroking.
You can buy a steak dinner after the movie instead for that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I need some steak. Yeah.
Steak sounds good. For what I spent on the movie, I could get a full tri-tip dinner at the local barbecue place. I would have. Who is
get a
gagging
lot
that
more from a
with the
hooker.
PvP? And
That's
another
the sad
chat.
thing, though. You could get a steak dinner for the amount they charge you for fucking popcorn. It's ridiculous.
All right. Let's see. I don't see how family can afford to go to the movies. I don't see how family can afford to eat. Yeah,
You get a lot more.
that's
in
why
Oatmeal
nobody's going to the
OnlyFans.
theaters no more.
They
So,
can't.
Tintin, what did you want to say before we wrap this up?
All right, so this is back to the Star Wars thing before LDG went on his little tangent soapbox. I'm gonna be trigger a few people here when it comes to the original Star Wars trilogy. The A New Hope is overrated as a Star Wars movie for the original trilogy. As for the prequels, yeah, they're a mixed bag to say the least of. And the sad thing is that the sequels actually make people actually love the prequels more than ever now. And I want to ask Germ this before Gorilla wraps it up, because I did not get Gorilla's answer. Out of all the original 6 Star Wars trilogy movies, which one would you say is the worst?
Out of the original 6,
Clone Wars.
I have to say, Clone Wars. The
Thank you.
dialogue is just absolutely horrible.
Thank you.
And Natalie Portman doesn't do anyone any favors in any of those movies.
At least
I
I had
don't know
something
why
right.
people ever drooled about her in that skin tight outfit. There's nothing for her to actually show. The woman
No, you gotta
is
have boobs
black.
to like fit in a. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. So, guys, we're gonna go.
Gorilla really
here,
has to
we're
go.
gonna
Like
promote
he's
it.
so forcing this right now. He is the Force Awakens right now with this stream ending.
Yeah. Well, I want to go to bed. Let's see.
What the fuck?
Thank you, H1. I gotta work in the morning, and I drove 6 hours.
I don't
today.
want to hear excuses. You got to work. You can still work. What the fuck, dude? You got 5 people.
And
I'm playing. I'm
and
joking.
plus,
I'm just busting his balls. That's right. I'm busting a gorilla's balls. So sue me.
Okay, I'll see you in court.
Motherfucker. Yeah. I get some freaking. What's her name? What's that one judge's name? Judge
Judy.
Oh crap. Yeah. I'll see you in Judge Judy, motherfucker.
Yeah, she'll side with me. Because you're just gonna piss her off, the LDG. You're just gonna piss her off. She's just gonna.
You're gonna piss her off because you're her ex-lover. She's gonna see you and say, "Oh fuck."
Hey, get in good with you gotta get in with the judges good somehow. But,
yeah. What direction you got good with her? Anyway, I love you. Thank you for having me.
You obviously
everybody.
didn't get good into a judge, seeing how many times you've been ruled to pay that much alimony.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
That's
Okay, yeah. I bow down to that. Yeah. Gorilla's got that on
judge.
me. Whoa.
I got a
whoa.
Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, H1 for coming.
TMI.
Thank you, the Boomer Explorers for coming. He does 3 watch parties a week on Friday, Saturday, or Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And he does the previews on his channel, so make sure to check him out. Thank you, Scurvy, for coming.
If I can.
Thank you, Old Man Bird, for coming. And thank you, Lovely Sherry, for coming. She has some videos on her channel, so make sure to check out the Lovely Sherry. And
if I can,
scrolling, sit there, promote yourself.
Alrighty, to all your panel members and panel members and viewers and chatters, I'm Sci-Fi Sit Down. I cover different sci-fi TV shows or movies. On Wednesdays, I do the Dark Matter 2015 TV show watch parties on around 5:30 Pacific time with my co-host, if he's available for it, usually is. I do my live streams usually on Saturdays between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific time. And I try to upload a new video on my main channel towards the end of the previous week or beginning of next week. And I do have a secondary channel called Ultimate Sorcerer Dan. On that one, I cover Japanese anime. And we just finished up the Overlord Japanese anime. We're going to move on to that time. I got reincarnated as a slime. Starting next Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific time after Gorilla's Walton streams usually. Please check out that secondary channel. And as for my main channel, Sci-Fi Sit Down, I do crossover streams with my fellow community members like Resolute Germ and Gorilla Central Thoughts. If they usually do. They're nice guys about that. And for all of us here, every new Watchminute encourages us to make more content for you guys, as well as hopefully make a few dollars off YouTube. And I'll turn it over to PvP to give his own quick promotion.
Go PvP.
Yeah, nothing to promote. Nothing much going
PvP
on.
is suffering based on the latest results in the Canadian vote.
Well, we got 4 more years of shit ahead of us. It seems from what happened in the election, so it's not.
So thank you, Tim.
But the one good thing is Alberta is actually talking about separation from Canada, as is Saskatchewan, and
come to America.
Possibly be well. I think if BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan formed the 3 provinces as an independent country, with the amount of natural resources we have between the 3 of us, we could be a very, very, very mighty country on our own, actually. But the bar is very high to achieve that, right? So I'm not counting on
America, dude. Join America. Like I'm not one to say, not a fan of what Trump's doing right now, but join America,
that's the problem. We could have had a very good conservative government in power right now, but Trump, with his 51st state shit,
that was bullshit.
He fucked us over. He fucked us bad.
Canada shouldn't be a state by itself. Like,
well, that's what that is why the Liberals won the fucking election. It was a lot to do with Trump saying that shit.
I didn't get that. Like when he was talking about Canada being 51st, I was like, dude, Canada is 6 different states. What are you talking about?
No. But you don't. You got to realize that many voters in Canada, when Trump said that, they got defensive and they got stupid and they voted Liberal just to be defensive, right? That's why the Liberals won, because the Conservatives got the biggest. They got like 42% of the vote, the biggest they've had in like 35 years. Like they got a huge percentage, but they still fucking lost.
Yeah.
All right. So
anyway,
thank you, Tim
quick.
on as FKHC 2005 for coming. He has a couple videos on his channel, so make sure to check them out. Thank you, Suzanne, for coming. Thank you, Scurvy, for coming. And while I'm scrolling here, LDG, what do you got going on?
Yo, guys, so I put a link in the chat real quick. If you can highlight that, Gorilla, I appreciate it. Birdo Prey 5, I put together a bird stream that's good. That's playing. Thank you. That's playing Bed Life from day one on. So if you guys are a fan of Birdo Prey, right now is actually Bird's like famous. What's going on right now, and it literally still has quite a bit to go, is Bird's famous stream where he got thousands of subscribers because he played the final episode review of Game of Thrones. It's one of his famous videos. It's playing right now. So I strongly suggest you head over there and check out and support the late Birdo Prey 5, guys.
All right, thank you very much, LDG. Thank you to the Drew Toy 4. Cynthia, do you want to promote him since he's on your channel?
The Drew 24, he does arm wrestling videos among some other videos, but I haven't checked out his channel recently. If he does new live streams, please check out his channel and support him if you're able to. But he mainly does arm wrestling videos.
All right, thank you. And Germ, what do you got going on?
Saturday morning cartoons, as always, haven't picked one out yet, and I'm gonna try to do something new on Tuesdays. I'm thinking featuring Tubi.
Tubi.
All right.
Tubi.
Right,
to be or not to be?
All right,
what would Shakespeare think of that?
That's funny, right? I'm sorry, I had to play that pun.
That's a good one.
To be
I
or not
appreciate it.
to be.
All right,
Actually,
thank you.
Tubi's pretty good for a free service, I must say.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
We need more though.
Yeah, thank you, Matt Arnold, for coming. He has his cover songs, some 3D printing, and he has his Matt chats. So make sure to check him out. Thank you, Warrior Kitty, for coming.
Hey,
And
Matt. Hey,
she has
Mario,
a
a big wet. What can I say? A purr. A
Wet
big
something.
purr to you.
A little
Yeah.
wet purr.
Okay,
so,
I will stop there. I don't want to go any further.
all right, Moira has her bootleg theater. Then she also had a few other things on her channel. So make sure to check her out. And thank you, Gap After Dark, for coming. He shows up all the things he's collected over the
Hey,
years.
Gap.
So make sure to check him out.
What up, Gap?
I gotta say that cat is kind of creeping me out there, Gap. I gotta say.
Yeah.
I love Gap.
So-
Gap's good peeps.
So as for me, I might do something tomorrow, might not. I don't know yet. Tuesday will be the Cigar Lounge. Thursday, well, hopefully we'll get to start Night Court on Thursday. The Friday will be Back to the Waltons review. The next week will be Star Trek Terminator. So with that, you guys have a good night. And remember to
Wait,
be a
did Rezo
gorilla.
get to say shit?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Later, guys. Take care.
Night.
Thanks, guys. Love
Good
you.
night.
Mwah, mwah,
Good
mwah,
night.
mwah.
We've been stomping, being through the night, rising like gorillas, ready for the fight. Sending out a thank you, every shout and cheer. Your love